Mathilda to Rizla mid. I don't know anymore.
Oh, so it's a roll Mathilda after
Oh, okay. They
Wait,
decided
this,
yeah.
this looks like TNC or something.
Yeah, so TNCS draft.
The game one
Welcome
between
to Mobile Legends.
Aurora MLBB and Falcons APBREN. Leo and Naisu bringing you the action.
Here we go.
Just as impressive as the final product was, there's so much underneath the hood between what Aurora ended up with and what Falcons APBREN are going with. Because yes, sure, it's very TNC-esque, very team fight centric, but looking at the kits that they're carrying, they're capable of so much. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa!
Whoa, phew. Oh, okay, he's going to be fine. Oh, no. Ogwin going to get pulled back there. He might actually go for this.
Whoa!
Luckily, Renegade was there, too. But, yeah, good thing Few had to Purify as well. Oh, Renegade goes in, gets the kill, but I don't know. Was it worth it? It looked cool, but also the kill went over to Kyle Teasy.
See, what was I just saying? The breadth of possible outcomes of what these two draft.
The eye contact gets me every time.
He just means it. Like, we fixed the thing, we're going in.
And we're going back into the game. So, again, catching back up after that little break to fix things out here. It's 1-1 at the 1 and almost half-minute mark, but FCAP holds on to a small lead. This is all leading in to eventually the first turtle of the game. And I'm going to go back to my point, too. Kyle Teasy getting an early kill. Oh, they're going to go for the mid lane again. Gives him some confidence.
You see that, Joseph?
I've seen
Almost
it.
synchronized dashing. You saw how all three of them just, whoa.
Yeah.
Then Aurora's like, no, we're not going to flinch. 60% of the community believes we will win. And that's a lot of Auroras watching all over the world right now here tonight. 2 minutes in, first turtle spawning, lower quarter of the map. Marco and Doming and Marco just dueling. I do believe that Doming should have a slight advantage given that he built the tough boots early.
He has the tough boots early.
Warrior boots, rather, than
the
one for the physical.
Yeah, the physical defense. But that's the thing here. No matter, you know, the clashing that's happening in all these lanes at this point in the game. Oh, Few getting very close. Renegade joins the fight again. Kyle Teasy has his eyes set on him. Not sure if he's going to pull the trigger, though. Still holding on to the shadow kill, but actually Flap here now as well. And this is all before the first turtle.
Flappy boy!
Flap decides to go in. Infernal Pursuit jumps back in, pops the Vengeance too. They've got the Nether Realm to rely on, but now, do they take the turtle here?
All right, that's 4v3. The Hitman catching up, turtle gets reset. FCAP, let's go.
Okay, I think at this point too, Renegade is getting that level 4 that you can see Demon Kite goes and grabs his buff. We'll see if they can delay this. If Edward can delay it enough, he doesn't have a final slash to bring this objective in.
But Renegade does have the kick, also has a flicker. Ogwin checking range. Flap Teasy right in the middle, gets kicked.
There's the kick, Way of the Dragon right on Flap Teasy. They'll pick up the kill, but the objective will go to FCAP. So a trade, a kill for the turtle.
Flap for a turtle. I'll call it now. I think it's worth it. Again, you get map-wide XP, map-wide gold, and you're trading off your XP laner. Flap with the Dynamite Final Slash!
Edward jumps in under the turret too, even a Retribution already used, and now they jump back in. Kyle Teasy looking for the kill on Demon Kite, and he'll get it as he goes, and Quad Shadow's back out, and now it's Flap and Few in the mid lane, pushing a back UA and Edward.
Joseph, you saw that, right? Kyle Teasy with the exit shurikens taking down DK.
Looking so good.
That was the icing on the cake and must hurt you now. That's your boy he killed.
That's the I should say the Hayabusa version of walking away and have your back to the explosion.
Cool guys don't look back. Cool guys don't look back. Looking at the items here so far, Marco down maybe about 100, 200 gold. Does pick up the Corrosion Scythe, so that'll definitely help him catch up. But that's, what, 400, 500 now between Kyle and DK.
Yep, building up here. This thing, Renegade is so active on this Cho pick. He'll be constantly doing this, and FCAP, you know, they'll be able to handle it the best they can, but also with the utility that they have, and you saw it, Flap Teasy picking up that Thunderbelt.
That's right, count 1, 2, 3, 4 as he starts hitting people, building up those stacks. At any moment, Renegade can just hit.
Yeah.
He's just dashing, and sure, wow, throughout that whole engage, Joseph, with that trade for Flap and the turtle, he didn't use the flicker. He just straight up kicked.
He didn't have to. That's what I'm saying. Very disciplined on utilizing that flicker.
What? Oh, good.
Might be a skirmish coming out here. Circling Eagle to be used. Be able to find two. Kyle Teasy's going to jump in with a shadow kill. He finds Renegade quite low, but won't be able to clean up the kill.
That's
Marco will jump in with the SOD, the Spear of Destruction, right on target.
Wow. The killer instinct on bulletproof Marco. So far still bulletproof. Doman coming in with the blazing duet. Damage check.
Damage check pretty much at this time. I think he's only got the DHS if I recall for Doming right now, but what a pickup for Super Marco, and that's also going to be an objective pickup for FCAP here. Another key item being picked up for Ogwin. Now Flask of the Waste is locked in for this Matilda.
That's 2 for 2 now. The defending world champions scoring 2 turtles over Aurora MLBB. Abun Jingjing here, cornered by Flap and Kyle. And he does get the final slashes to help clear the waves. Up top, Marco, though, gonna get caught out by 3. Make that 4. Dude, Renegade's just everywhere.
Yeah, he is. He has to be. Right now, they're gonna trade objective across the map, going for the orange buff, and now Edward will be in trouble. Infernal Pursuit after Infernal Pursuit. Flaptisi won't be able to get the last one, though.
Charles.
And now he's gonna get focused down. 3 members, Spear of Destruction, not gonna find the connection. It did actually land on Edward, but you don't take that one if you're Super Marco.
No. Maybe if this was like 10, 15 minutes in, you would.
Yeah.
But at 6, forget about it. Renegade in trouble. Hits him.
Whoa, Renegade taking a lot of hits. He's everywhere, but he can't escape that one. Back in.
Second time in the same game. So much happiness. Layers upon layers. All right.
It's like a layered cake.
All right. A minute left until the last turtle spawns. Real quick, a reminder, folks. All went over the Falcons APBREN since, but all right, real quick map check. Aurora have scored the first turn.
Yeah.
So that explains why Marco isn't as farmed up as Doming. There's 1,000 between them, Joseph. What?
It's quite a bit. And part of that, too, is even before we got that little breather there, remember the push that happened up in their lane and brought them off. You know, brought them off of the turret, and Doming was able to shine up there. So meanwhile, FCAP was making moves, you know, on the enemy side, on the other cross side. So now you're at this point, third turtle of the game is going to be up. FCAP got the 2 already, and now they got themselves, you know, a nice, comfortable lead as well.
It's scary. I mean, in addition to Renegade's just rattlesnake-like movements, you know.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Look at the damage! Look at the damage! That's a damage check from Doming.
That's what 1,000 gold gets you.
That's what 1,000 gold will get you against the Mozcom, but you know, at that point, Doming continues to do that. He might eventually get that kill, especially if Oakwin's not there. But right now, despite it all, Leo, they're going to get the third turtle of the game.
Yep, that's 100% over the Falcons APBREN. All right, save for, you know, the Cho, even the Claude can just do that too. Like, just BMI in your face, blazing. I didn't even notice he had all those stacks on the Art of Thievery.
Yeah, well, Doming, this is a signature hero for him for one.
Oh, for sure.
And he's able to utilize it so well against a player like Super Marco. Now, that's the thing is, as long as Oakwin is around the corner, Super Marco can take those hits. And then later on, obviously, that's when the Wind of Nature's come into play too. You got a little bit of push down there in the bottom lane. Minions will go ahead and clear that up. And now the rotation to the mid side. I don't think they're going to be able to find anything, but they are going to have to deal with this. Good use of the Circling Eagle to not get dragged back from the Lantern.
Call it a DCE.
DCE.
It's Defensive Circling Eagle. So far, so good. Again, we mentioned in the opening moments of this game, the utility, the amount of different ways you can use Falcons APBREN's kit.
Yeah.
Whoa. Speaking of, fight's breaking out.
The kit again. Final Slash going to be used on Flaptisi. The rest of the team might just disengage. They throw a lot at both of the roamers here. Renegade, half health, he's going to be fine. And all this, FCAP will continue to build on their lead.
And not to say that Aurora's doesn't have any utility at all. If anything, they also have a good amount of CC, good amount of mobility.
Pick-off potential.
Damage early on. You saw what Doming did up top. But the fact that for FCAP, a lot of it is multi-purpose, multi-target, you know? Netherrealm keeps all of them topped up.
Yeah.
The shields on Matilda keeps a majority of them topped up. The Guiding Wind able to yeet their low members out of danger. And of course, the cross-map potential of an SOD, which we already saw early on in effect. It's also good. Edward missing. Abun Jingjing. No one
There's
home for
Renegade.
that final slash. What's Hitman doing? What's he trying to get?
He used the conceal, but he's taking a ton of damage from Super Marco. So right now, it's just FCAP kind of playing with these leads that they have and just forcing RORA to kind of second guess. Doming, though, is going to pick the Wind of Nature, so that's great for him. Now he can damage check plus stay alive.
That's actually a great go signal for them to go in. Crimson Beacon coming up. Yue's in trouble.
He's in trouble. Yue still going to be alive, though. FlapTZ did his job, even popping the Vengeance. All this to zone off RORA from getting the Lord. Super Marco also threw the spear, got the kill. FlapTZ gets the Lord. It's a double for Super Marco already. Possibly looking for another few, gives the call, tries to get the Stampede, and he'll get it on Demon Kite as he brings him through the wall. And 3 fall for RORA, and the objective goes to FCAP.
If it was just a full-on 5v5, maybe Aurora stood a chance. But with the way Falcons APBREN staggered their engagement, divided and conquered the Northern Lights into submission, they couldn't get anything back. Let's check out the Infinix instant replay here. The first pickoff, was that an SOD?
It was an SOD.
All right, there you go. So it just clean right through, caught Yue, and then it led to as nice of a kick, as deep as Renegade was, it was difficult for Aurora to find the follow-up, and then it just like, Jenga blocks, just one at a time, man.
And just great calling to even follow up to get that last kill that they got earlier on. So right now, Aurora's going to be able to defend at least this Lord here, and I don't know. I know we've already got a Filipino sniper, but Super Marco, he's bulletproof, but he's like the Filipino javelin thrower, whatever the spear of destruction is, man. Like, he is always on point.
It's him and Jome right now.
That's true, Big J.
Very prolific when it comes to playing the Moskov.
What do they call those Olympians? Are they javeliners?
Javelineers? Doesn't, we'll figure it out.
The javelin.
We'll workshop the name. But real quick right now, item check, about 1,500, bordering 2,000 gold between the 2 gold laners. Of course, a huge chunk of gold also between DK and FlapTZ. 202 doesn't spell the whole picture, Joseph. Like,
yeah.
I feel like there's way more kills on Kyle than what the numbers show.
And part of that is just the fact that, like, Kyle alone puts enough pressure, just utilizing the Hayabusa's Shadow Kill ultimate, that then you allow Super Marco to come up and clean up. FlapTZ is enough too. He jumps in the front line. You have Ogwin doing his thing, and Few actually kind of hurts too on the Faramis.
Which is crazy, given that there's 2 cleaners in a lineup wherein usually it's just the assassin who does that.
Yeah.
And how they're able to like spread out the damage between Flap, Ogwin, and Few. I already mentioned how the shield and the battlefield mobility, the yeeting on the Matilda, but there's a deceptive amount of damage on those wisps.
Yeah, honestly, whenever you see that combination, and we've seen it a couple times now, Matilda with the Faramis, not only is it a lot of utility, but it's actually a lot of poke as well. Renegade goes in with the Way of the Dragon. Right on target, but FlapTZ will go ahead and pop the Shadow Kill, withstanding the setup. Still going to be able to get out of dodge. Spear Destruction once again. They're going to follow it through. Super Marco joining the fight and unleash it there on the bottom side. Even Edward can't withstand the onslaught. 2 down for RORA.
3 pickoffs, close call. Kyle saw his career flash before his very eyes. He was down to 1/3 of his health, and just luckily, well, I'm pretty sure it was all the plan. Again, mechanically gifted, this young man, Michael Saison is. He let through a shadow, and then took the furthest one, and then re-engaged on. Wait, there's a fight again!
There's a fight again. Meanwhile, FlapTZ is just going to go get the Lord. But they don't need it. 4 members of FCAP will clear out the 2 base turrets. And we'll see what they do from here as FlapTZ secures the Lord for FCAP, furthering the lead. 12, almost 13,000 ahead. Taking the brunt of damage. Final slash on FlapTZ as he just wings on out of there with Ogwin.
They are relentless. Oh, sweet boy, the Hitman. He tried. Again, when a team is that deep into your base and you have your core or 2 alive, that's what you would do as a Cho. You're trying to get a kick in, throw them way back behind the base, and then maybe get a shutdown kill. But FCAP are just so in sync, and all of their utilities were in the base that even that wouldn't work. And now they're staring down the barrel of an inevitable GG push. Joseph, that's 3 waves and an enhanced Lord.
Everything lined up perfectly here by FCAP. As they march in with a Lord, FlapTZ goes to the front side. He's going to have to go on out of there, though, as he takes a lot of damage, but he got everything out. Super Marco picks up the kill, but the base is going to be worked on, and there's nothing RORA can do about it as Game 1 goes to Falcons APBREN.
With no time to waste, too. Under 15 minutes, FCAP put a cap in Aurora, taking the first game in this series. Now at match point.
Every single time, man. Super Marco's face just gets me. Some of the kids say nonchalant,
Yeah,
I think.
It's
He's
like
locked in.